Our top story, as the Highway 82 fire continues to burn in Brantley County, the situation remains volatile and far from contained. The fast-moving fire has now burned around 5,000 acres and is only about 10 to 15% contained. At least 80 structures have been destroyed and hundreds of homes are still at risk as the fire continues to shift direction. Evacuations have been ordered in multiple areas, and officials warn that conditions can change quickly with little notice. As the 82 fire continues to grow, local fire departments from across the region are stepping up to help. WSAV's Isabella Baez now with how departments across our area are helping support those crews on the front lines.
Lincoln, Chatham County, and the Savannah Fire Department are just some of the agencies who answered the call to help Brantley County fight against the ongoing wildfire. And they say what they've seen so far has been heartbreaking.
It's devastating to some of them. They've never seen anything like this due to the multiple residents that's burnt and other businesses. It's just something that the young crews have never seen before.
Rankin Fire Chief Lou Reed is in Brantley County with 5 of his crew members, where they will be working for 24 hours fighting the flames. Next to them, firefighters from the Savannah Fire Department.
People are losing their homes. I mean, everything they worked for. And to know that you can play a part to stop that.
Rankin Fire are assigned to structural and brush protection. Savannah Fire working to protect the homes. Another agency who says they jumped at the call, the Chatham County Fire Department.
You know, they have a very difficult job in mitigating the spread and containing it. So it's a daunting task, but they're up for it. And they train for it.
While many of the crew members are working over an hour away, the firefighters back at home stressing the importance of the ongoing burn ban.
The conditions are so perfect right now, one spark can move into a wildfire. And that's the same conditions that we face here.
Even with the ongoing burn ban, the Chatham County Fire Department says they responded to a handful of fires on Thursday alone, including a vegetation fire on Richland Road that threatened nearby homes.
2 vegetation fires that we've had to respond to. I'd like to think that people are paying attention to the burn ban, but the calls say otherwise.
All agencies say if you see flames or smoke, to call 911 immediately, as the burn ban is in order until May 22nd. Reporting in Savannah, I'm Isabella Baez, WSAV News 3 on your side.
Community members in Brantley County also stepping up in a big way tonight. A donation hub has now been set up at Brantley County Family Connection in Nahunta, where volunteers are working daily to get supplies to both victims and first responders. Rows of donations fill the space with clothing of all sizes, non-perishable food, and essential items. Inside, volunteers are also assembling care packages for first responders, including electrolyte packets and basic medical supplies. The executive director there says she's been in direct contact with county leaders to make sure that donations match exactly what's needed.
We're all family. Maybe not through blood, but we all are family. And so anything we can do for each other, we give the shoes off our feet right now today. If somebody come up here and didn't have the size right, we would.
Right now, some of the biggest needs include air mattresses, bedding, baby items like diapers and formula. Pickup and drop-off operations are running daily from 8 to 5 through Sunday at their location on North Main Street in Nahunta. Weather a huge factor in this firefight, so let's bring in Storm Team 3 Chief Meteorologist Scott Roberts now. Scott, extreme drought conditions are making this even more challenging for the first responders.
Yeah, no doubt about that. And when you factor in the wind, it is a recipe for fires to spread very quickly. And just as the firemen were saying, that it doesn't take much for them to spark and really ignite in these situations. As far as the winds right now gusting out of the southeast 10 to 15 miles per hour. The winds will shift more out of a south to southwesterly direction through the day tomorrow, so that will just bring in more of that smoke. It's a bit thicker for our inland communities. The coast not dealing with the smoke that's as thick as the inland spots, but definitely a lot of smoke coming to the north from the Brantley fire, County fire, and also down into Clinch County. That's the primary smoke producer right now, but as you would expect with the areas closer to the fires, the air quality is a lot lower. We will have this issue throughout the day tomorrow, so if you do suffer from respiratory illnesses, you may want to limit your outdoor activities throughout the day tomorrow and into the weekend, as long as that smoke is a huge issue. The latest update on the drought monitor, the exceptional drought has spread more into our area, especially for our inland communities, but the rest of the coastal Empire Low Country included in an extreme drought. Of course, when we start getting to these levels, that is when water could become a lot more scarce and could cause issues for fighting the fires if the resources dry up. Now, we do have that burn ban in place for most of southern Georgia and all of South Carolina until further notice. Ben, over to you.
Scott, thank you so much. And these are not the only fires burning in our area. In Clinch County, the Pineland Road fire has grown to nearly 30,000 acres, just 10% contained. Heavy smoke spotted as far north as Atlanta. And this in Appling County, firefighters responding to at least 8 fires in that area. This fire along Zoar Road burned nearly 40 acres, took more than 3 hours to contain. We are learning more about the growing impact of these fires and extreme drought conditions on Georgia's agriculture industry. State officials say that farmers across southeast Georgia are already feeling the strain, with losses expected to mount if conditions don't improve. WSAV's Nikaya Harris with that story.
We're going to see generational losses from this because this is retirement income.
Wildfires burning across southeast Georgia are now colliding with an already historic drought, creating growing concerns for farmers and producers. The U.S. Department of Agriculture declared over 100 Georgia counties primary natural disaster areas due to that severe drought.
98% of our state is currently in a drought, and it's definitely been very difficult, especially in the ag space.
Tyler Harper, Agriculture Commissioner, tells me livestock and row crops like peanuts, cotton, and corn are all at risk, with farmers also owning timber that's been damaged or threatened by fire. He says the lack of moisture is already forcing tough decisions in the field.
It makes it hard, obviously, for seeds to grow. And when you don't have any water, you've got to have that water for that plant to be able to grow. And the same with livestock. Pastures are very dependent.
Because many farmers rely on that land for long-term income, the losses could stretch far beyond this season.
It will definitely probably be in at least the millions of dollars in impact to our farmers and producers across the state.
With agriculture serving as Georgia's top industry, officials warn the effects could be felt statewide.
These impacts definitely have a ripple effect because of the impact of our number one economic engine, which is agriculture.
Now, in response to the wildfires, Harper says he is extending the application deadline for the Hurricane Helene Block Grant Program to May 11th of this year. Nikaya Harris, WSAV News 3, on your side.
We do expect another update from the Brantley County Sheriff's Office tomorrow morning between 10 and 11. You can see that update or see those updates as we learn them at WSAV.com. Turning now to a viral video showing a man being arrested in Bullitt County while a canine appears to be biting him. It's now spreading online. Tonight, questions are growing about what led up to the moment and how the arrest was handled. So the video appears to show Bullitt County deputies taking a man into custody as a canine officer is seen latched onto him and not letting go. It's unclear what happened before the video begins or what the man is accused of doing. Statesboro police say they're aware the video is circulating and directed all questions to the Bullitt County Sheriff's Office. The Sheriff's Office tells us the man was arrested and says the case is active and now moving through the court system. We've reached out to the Bullitt County Sheriff's Office for more details, including what charges the man may be facing and whether the incident is under review. We'll bring you those answers as soon as we learn them. New tonight, the Chatham County Police Department is asking for the public's help after a shoplifting case at a Southside hardware store earlier this week. It happened just before 6 p.m. Monday, April 20th at the Ace Hardware on Ogeechee Road. Investigators say the person they want to speak with was caught on surveillance video inside the store. Police have released these images of that individual and they're now working to identify them. At this point, no arrests have been made. Anyone who recognizes the person or has information is asked to contact Chatham County Police. In the Lowcountry, Jasper County continues to see record growth, and leaders say that the Ridgeland Airport is playing a key role in keeping up. Officials say the Ridgeland Claude Dean Airport has seen a surge in air activity with nearly 7,000 flights in just the past few months, and projections show that number could reach 25,000 by the end of the year. The county-run facility operates under Sky Blue Aviation, generating revenue through fuel sales and aircraft maintenance. Now officials are looking ahead with plans to expand fuel storage, widen taxiways, and add more hangars, and even build a helicopter pad.
Our economic impact on the community is probably about $4.4 million. That comes from jobs, that comes from like operations like I talked about with the helicopters, being able to do operations there, and we're looking at doing numbers of other things that are involved in that require aviation to be a part of the process.
Officials say they're also working to expand a partnership with the Jasper County School District, giving students hands-on experience through a career and technical aviation program. Still to come, a major change to marijuana law at the federal level, what reclassification could mean for patients, doctors, and the future of legalization.